Welcome to the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce annual meeting. I'm Jerry Libben, proud to be the president and CEO of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce. I want to thank all of our members, board members, pillar members, and council chairs for being with us during this past year, but I especially want to pay tribute to my staff who've been extremely hardworking under the most challenging of times. They've done a fantastic job for you. We're opening our program today with the national anthem sung by a local student from our public schools, and follow that with a special message and greeting from Rabbi Hadar, and then a special guest appearance.
Hello, my name is Isabella Velasquez. I'm 9 years old, and I'm a 4th grade honor student at Miami Beach South Point Elementary. Today, I'm going to sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and our home of the brave.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Daniel Hadar of the Sephardic Congregation of Florida in Miami Beach, Temple Moses. It's a pleasure to be with you today to celebrate 100 years of incredible work the Chamber has done here in Miami Beach. In our rabbinical literature, it says something very interesting. It says in Hebrew, Im en kemach en Torah. What does that mean? It means if there's no economic base, if there's no economic well-being, you can't have personal well-being or spiritual well-being. If people are worried about where their bread is coming from, they don't have time to think beyond that. The work that you do on behalf of our Miami Beach community as being an economic engine for us is crucial, not just in developing the business aspects, but in developing the whole community and the faith-based community. You've worked so hard for 100 years and you've been incredibly successful. And this year especially, when things were really difficult and hard, you stepped up. You were there when people were having the most difficult time and businesses were starting to fall. You helped them stand up. There's nothing greater than being there when people need you. I want to give you a blessing today. In the Jewish tradition, we always say, if you're going to give 100, give 101. Why? Because 100 seems like an end number. It's a complete number. And people think, I'm done, I did 100. 101 means I'm already starting the next chapter of my life. I'm already giving the next dollar of my contribution. I'm not done, I'm just starting. My friends at the Chamber, you're just starting. I want to give you a blessing for your 101 year, that it should be full of health, success, prosperity, and God should always shine His light upon you and the entire Miami Beach community. Stay strong, and all of our love here from Temple Moses.
Here's to Robin Jacobs and the Miami Beach businesses. Hi, Cheryl Hines here. You know, I was born in Miami Beach, so I feel you. I'm just wishing you a very safe and successful reopening. So don't curb your enthusiasm. I did it. I said it. Shop local.
What an extraordinary year this has been. I want to start by thanking each and every one of our board members for all of the hard work that you did, all of our council chairs, council members, all of our members, and in particular, I want to recognize our hardworking staff. They were with us every step of the way, working nights and weekends, putting on programs, over 300 programs in this past year, more than we've ever done before, all to make sure that our businesses were plugged in and connected to every possible opportunity that they could get in terms of additional funding, where to make connections for PPE, and anything that you can imagine. So with that, I now want to also thank our sponsors for today's meeting, City National Bank, and the Everturn Marketing Council. Alicia Party, if you would now roll the PowerPoint for the 2019-2020 year in review. In October, we kicked off our annual meeting and installed our great chairperson, Robin Jacobs, along with our chair of our pillar board, Seth Fuhr, our board members, vice chairs, council chairs, and we even had a special presentation by Commissioner Juliana Strout about her celebrity soccer match, which included a special visit from Sports Illustrated model, Mara Martin. In November, we also had the pleasure then of hosting the Veterans Day Parade. WeStream for You was able to show a video of that live. Could we roll that video, please? Robin and I had a chance to narrate the parade. Senior High Junior ROTC.
Oh, let's see.
Incredible. Here they come. They're looking pretty sharp, aren't they?
They are incredible.
They look all military.
They really do. And they're not even sweating. That's amazing.
The future of our country is right there.
I'm proud to see them marching today. Well, I would like to mention, Jerry, and thank once again our sponsors today that are presented by the Miami International Boat Show, Coca-Cola, T-Mobile, Easy 93.1.
Here's Sam Moore.
Oh, and here is Sam Moore. Oh, wow.
Sam Moore.
We have music royalty with us today.
Fantastic.
True music royalty.
That was really a lot of fun, and I was very proud to have started that parade while I was on the city commission. Next, we had our holiday parties, and in the early part of December, we had our Villa Azur general member party and our Pillar holiday party at the Traymore by Michael Schwartz. At both of these events, we raised lots of money. We collected toys for further distribution to the children in need in our community, and we gave cash to the Police Athletic League to support their many great initiatives. Later in the month, in December, I went to Portugal with Commissioner Michael Gongora, our co-chairs of our Sister Cities Committee, Monty Cohn and George Neary. Here you can see me sitting with the mayor of Cascais as we signed the documents to make Cascais an official sister city of Miami Beach. On to January, where we continued our chamber tradition of recognizing the accomplishments of exceptional business professionals at the City National Bank Champions of Business Awards program. We recognized Dr. Mark Rosenberg, president of FIU, Ceci Velasco, Ocean Drive executive director, got the James McDonald Outstanding Award, Patricio Fernandez from WeStream for You was honored with Small Business Award, and Maya Mediavia of Atlantic Broadband was added as the Women in Business Award. Then in February, our 24th annual golf tournament, once again sponsored by the Boucher brothers and Dr. Eno Halegua. I want to thank in particular Bruce Gould and Alfredo Gonzalez for chairing the event and for raising funds for our education foundation. We had over 100 players in the tournament and raised a lot of money for that. We went on into our next major event was our Heroes Breakfast. The Heroes Breakfast, once again, sponsors by City National Bank, Baptist, Atlantic Broadband, ServPro, and of course, Lowe's Miami Beach. We recognize the heroes, the first responders in our community, and we were so proud to be able to recognize them for their outstanding bravery and commitment to our community. Each one of the recipients received a gift package with a value of over $5,000. And then COVID hit our community. In mid-March, we had devastating news. Many of our businesses had to shut. We went on to create as many different opportunities for our businesses to work together. I'd like to now share a video with you that was produced by WeStream and aired on Atlantic Broadband. We thank them as we shared this live with the community in these commercials.
The Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce is here for you and your loved ones during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Visit MiamiBeachChamber.com now for important information on all the issues surrounding the impact of COVID-19. Plus, get access to essential guides, directories, and virtual meetings with leaders in the community.
We are here to keep our community safe, strong, and to rebuild.
For real-time information and alerts, follow us on social media at MiamiBeachChamber.com now. And during all of this time, although many of our events became remote, we did introduce many people to continue the hard work and the steady work of the Chamber in introducing people to get new business. This was an outstanding testimonial from Arathi Ramappa, a new Pillar Board member, where she states that even during the COVID pandemic, she was able to line up new businesses and thanked us for our efforts in bringing her new business to her company. So great job. I'd like to now call your attention to the screen as we thank our outgoing board, pillar board, and council chairs for their service over the past year. And we welcome our new Board of Governors, pillar board members, and council chairs as I introduce Mayor Dan Gelber, who will be inducting our leadership for the boards and council chairs, followed by the induction ceremony for our new chair, chair-elect, vice chairs, treasurer, and pillar board leadership.
Greetings, Chamber members. I'm honored to have been asked to swear in the new Chamber leadership this evening. Thank you to Jerry Libin and Robin Jacobs for leading our business community so well, particularly during these trying times. All right, so let's get started. If you're a 2021 member of the Board of Governors, the Pillar Board, and/or a council chair, I'd ask that you repeat after me. So hold up your right hand and follow along. I state your name. Hereby swear or affirm that I will faithfully uphold the bylaws of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce, and I will fulfill to the best of my ability all of the duties and responsibilities of a board member or council chair of the Chamber for which I have been nominated or selected, and I will invest in developing myself and others, helping the Chamber to continue to create a sustainable and prosperous business environment. So help me God. Now I ask that Chair Robin Jacobs and Pillar Board Chair Seth Fior, Pillar Board Vice Chair Lila Cheng, Vice Chairs Richard Siegel, Madeline Romanello, and John Stewart, along with the Treasurer Stephen Krinick, to repeat after me and raise your right hand. I state your name, hereby swear or affirm that I will faithfully uphold the bylaws of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce, and I will fulfill to the best of my ability all of the duties and responsibilities as a chair, vice chair, or treasurer of the chamber. I will invest in developing myself and others, helping the chamber to continue to create a sustainable and prosperous business environment. So help me God. Finally, I want to congratulate the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce for turning 100 years old. You don't look a day over 90. But seriously, the Chamber has always been relevant to the business community, from their first meeting at Joe's Stone Crab in 1920s to meeting virtually in 2020. The Chamber has helped shape our city into the premier destination that it is today. I can always count on the Chamber for input on important issues, and I thank each of you for being an important member of our community. Thank you for investing in our city. Cheers to 100 more years. Hold on. You ready? You filming? Hey, Michelle, have you ever seen Jerry Libin blink? I mean, it's possible he's a mannequin. I think Robin Jacobs is way too nice for this job. She's just too nice. They need someone mean. Hold on. You ready? He rocks in the treetops all day long, hopping and a-bopping and singing this song. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, rock, rock, rock. Rockin' Robin.
Thank you, Mayor Gelber. You have been an inspirational leader during these trying times. And we truly appreciate your leadership and, most importantly, your friendship. And I hope to see you soon in person one day, not on Zoom, in person. And I want to thank your Chief of Staff, Michelle Berger, Samantha, and Adrian Chamberlain for all their efforts on behalf of our community and our chamber. We truly appreciate them facilitating Chamber Chat with the Mayor every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Shameless plug, I had to do it. I just love Chamber Chat, and we appreciate the information that you imbue to our chamber members every Tuesday and to the community. If you had told me last year at our annual event, of course, that you'd be seeing Rockin' Robin, that I didn't expect, but that we were going to be having a pandemic, I may have thought twice about taking this challenge on. However, it's been a learning experience, and I'm honored and humbled to have been elected as chair of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce for a third term. I don't take this position lightly as the fourth woman in chamber history to hold this position, and I am following in great footsteps, such as our own Commissioner Joy Malakoff, Jan Pfeiffer, and Alicia Doherty. I'd also like to thank the staff of the chamber who have rallied daily for the past 6 months to assist our business community in reopening slowly and safely. They are truly an incredibly dedicated group of people. I want to acknowledge Jerry Libin, Enid Rodriguez, Danny Diaz, Alicia Party, Leslie Reams, Sabrina Graham Foster, Mary Feldman, and James Cavaleris. It is truly a pleasure and an honor to work with such a great team. Before I go any further, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge outgoing board members and council chairs, as well as new board members that will be joining us. I am so fortunate and blessed to have a chair-elect, Aaron Tandy. Aaron Tandy is kind, brilliant, and just a wonderful, wonderful human being. And I'm looking forward to working with him this coming year. Thank you, Aaron, for all you have done and will continue to do on behalf of the Chamber. I'd also like to acknowledge some committee chair members that have worked tirelessly this year: Lyle Stern, Emilio Estefan, Miles Sheffitz, Frank Amadeo, Sylvia Cubina, Mutlahan Kuzak, Ceci Velasco, and Jonathan Plasek. On different committees, you've all worked, and I truly appreciate those efforts. And we're looking forward to your ongoing efforts. I'd like to acknowledge one outgoing council chair for her leadership, in particular because she started a council. Unfortunately, Jamie Menesculco won't be returning as a council chair for the Millennial Action Council in order to dedicate all of her focus on her career in commercial real estate. Jamie is a chamber success story in every way, an example that the chamber's mission works. She originally started her career working at the chamber nearly 6 years ago in the role of project coordinator. And after leaving the chamber to start her career in commercial real estate, she came back in a different capacity, first as a pillar member, then as a member of our Board of Governors, and most notably as the founding chair of the Millennial Action Council. And while Jamie's career skyrocketed, so did the council. Along with her previous co-chairs, Sarah Libin and Jordan Kramer, they helped bring awareness to issues like sea level rise to the community and created thought-provoking programming around transportation and startup businesses. Most importantly, because of her leadership, she was able to lobby the city of Miami Beach to create the Next Gen Council, which advises the city on important issues that could affect a younger demographic whose voices often get lost in the conversation. Thank you, Jamie. I'm sure we will see you at any event that involves a yacht. Last year, I quoted the Ethics of the Fathers, which prescribes that each of us should look for guidance from a teacher. I'm so fortunate to have had so many this past year, and I'd like to acknowledge a few, which are past chairs of the Chamber. Wayne Pathman, immediate past chair, Michael S. Goldberg, Jason Loeb, Tony Noboa, and Joy Malakoff. Some things that I learned this year is that even during trying times, you can be certain that some things at the Chamber will always stay the same, like our commitment to our membership, our advocacy, and the promotion of one-on-one deep relationships. As Michael Goldberg says, build the relationship and the business will come. I want to thank my vice chairs, Madeline Romanello, Richard Siegel, and Aaron Tandy, as well as pillar board chairs Seth Fuhrer and vice chairs Leila Chang, Vincent Scorza, for their leadership and hard work. Please wave on screen and turn your cameras on. As Hillary most famously said, it takes a village. However, I think that she would agree that this year it took a few villages or even a city to accomplish what we did. Now I'd like to announce a few of those accomplishments, starting with the most recent. We have been supportive of providing an increase in height of 47 feet for the new proposed Amman Hotel, as we believe that attracting such a world-class property for our city is an amazing opportunity that we can't afford to miss out on. We also support an increase in height in the CD2 districts throughout our city to incentivize the development of Class A office space, which Miami Beach needs to be able to compete for high-profile businesses in order to relocate. We spoke on behalf of developers that wanted to build amazing projects for our community like Marina Park and the redevelopment of the Raleigh Hotel, to name a few this year. As Jerry mentioned, we worked tirelessly during the pandemic to keep our membership abreast of important information via our website, relief guides, informative Zooms, Facebook Live, and surveys. I was proud that Mayor Gelber tapped Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce to organize a broad coalition of business leaders representing every aspect of commerce to be part of reopening task force that acted as a liaison between the business community and the city of Miami Beach. We were also tasked with creating a faith-based advisory panel to discuss the safest way for our religious institutions to open to their congregants. It was only due to the excellent relationship that our chamber enjoys with the administration and the elected officials that we were able to have the opportunity to provide this important research. And I'm proud to say that our city manager incorporated almost all of our recommendations. I was very excited to announce at our February meeting, and just in time for Black History Month, that the Board of Governors approved the Chamber creating a Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council. The mission of the council is to include diversity and inclusion as a core value for the Chamber, and to incorporate these values into all aspects of our work, including advocacy, communication, workplace environment, vendor selection, hiring, promotion, and retention. The council is co-chaired by Eva Diaz and Andre Williams and has already established dynamic programming. We support the Women's Business Council under the leadership of Deanne Connolly Graham and Vice Chair Tori Green by partnering with the Women's Trust to help stop the spread of human trafficking through its A Penalty campaign. Through our partnership with Atlantic Broadband, we're able to show promos featuring Nick Foles, Ryan Tannehill, and Aaron Rodgers, who spoke about the important issue in advance of the Super Bowl. Safety is a priority of mine, and we were honored to host the Miami Beach Police Department and organize an active threat shooter training and presentation. We also partnered with Dr. Gershon Fink and learned more about Stop the Bleed, which is a campaign to make our nation more resilient by better preparing the public to save lives if people nearby are severely bleeding. Additionally, we continue to support the Pillar Board and their initiatives that they have undertaken as a result of our 219 Goals Conference. You'll be hearing more about those accomplishments from Pillar Chair Seth Fiore in a few minutes. I look forward to seeing the growth of our author series Between the Business Covers under the leadership of Melissa Rubin. We've had an opportunity this past year to meet one-on-one for book signings with renowned business authors and series like Dave Barry, which if you were there, it was paw-tastic. Really? Yes. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our Miami Beach Chamber Education Foundation. And I'd like to thank its co-chairs, Alfredo Gonzalez and Bruce Gould. We continue to look forward to them raising the profile of our foundation. Education is a priority for me. Additionally, through our foundation, we're able to provide nurses to public schools, grants to teachers in need, and fund Miami Beach IB program. We are exploring ways to advance the mission of the foundation and raise funds to help feed homeless children enrolled in our Miami Beach public schools. I'll be speaking more about one of those initiatives shortly. All in all, we have hosted over 300 events this past year, which has been the largest number ever held. There were a mix of in-person and virtual events, and we built unique programming and held successful joint events between councils as well as many of our other local chambers. So what's coming next? While the future of in-person events is uncertain, we hope that we can begin hosting events starting in January 2021 with our champions of business and to host our first ever Bewody Awards next year. And it's going to be something to remember. The point of the program is to honor exceptional women in industries that are traditionally dominated by males and that are making a difference in their field. We have received over 80 applications for our Badass Women of the Year Awards in categories that include construction trades, military first responders, science tech, and sports. Additionally, the Chamber is developing a Chef Cares cookbook, which is almost complete. We have close to 40 fabulous recipes that range in cuisine with a few cocktails mixed in as well. The idea behind the book is simple. We reached out to top chefs who are willing to send their favorite recipes, which we are compiling into a fabulous book. Anyone who makes a $50 donation or more to the Chamber's Education Foundation will receive a copy of the book. The Education Foundation will be donating 100% of the net proceeds from both the Chamber's Golf Tournament as well as the Chef Cares Cookbook to the Miami-Dade County School Board for the purchase of gift cards at Publix to be distributed to the families who have agreed to house formerly homeless Miami Beach Public School students. Finally, as you may know, the Chamber is turning 100 years old this year. And we look really good for 100 years. And we're looking forward to hosting exciting programs that will occur in person to be announced at a later date. In closing, it's always been my mission to have a sense of pride in our community. We should strive to help, encourage, and support each other because that is the power of membership. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your support during this past year. And now I'd like to turn the program over to the chair of our Centennial Programming, Melissa Rubin, who will give us a glimpse into the program, and following that, our Pillar Board chair will be updating us about the amazing work that they have been doing.
Thank you, Robin. We hoped to have kicked off the program in April, but due to COVID-19, we unfortunately had to postpone some of our events. The Centennial Celebration will be an opportunity to reflect on the important role that the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce played in the development of our city and recognize with pride the leadership role that our organization played over the past century. Recently, we hosted a teaser event which was a virtual tour of the Pan Coast properties at our Construction and Development Council meeting, which was led by George Neary. This was a tribute to one of the founders of our city, Russell Pancoast, who was a member of the first Board of Governors of the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce. Now I'd like to go over a few historical facts about the importance of the Miami Beach Chamber and their involvement in the beach. In the 20s, the Chamber was anti-prohibition and supported the business community in these efforts. We can all drink to that and thank our chair, Robin Jacobs, for the complimentary bottle of champagne that we received by pre-registering for this event. On October 25th, 1921, the Chamber organized a postcard day to encourage tourism for Miami Beach. They purchased a multitude of postcards and asked residents to send as many as possible to their acquaintances to entice them to visit. Cards featured cheerful greetings and explanation of the attractions that Miami Beach had to offer. Today, our chamber is involved in developing a rebranding campaign with the city to once again attract businesses and families to relocate to Miami Beach. A beautification program was created in 1926 by the Chamber in order to make Miami Beach more appealing and inviting to potential residents. The Chamber encouraged all residents to plant flowers and trees to help beautify the city. And now, as you heard from Robin, the Chamber is supporting another beautification of our city through the investment of our General Obligation Bond Program. In the 50s, the Chambers helped promoting the opening of the Fontainebleau, which ushered in the era of the modern beach resort on Miami Beach. And we continue to pursue excellence in our recent support of the Amman and Raleigh hotels. Throughout the decades, our records show that we have hosted informative conventions and seminars to attract employees and professionals to move to Miami Beach, which helped make Miami Beach what it is today. And once again, we were on the forefront of the campaign to redevelop our convention center and to build it into a world-class facility with an attractive and attached hotel. Today, we also continue our efforts with a rebranding effort of our city to try to attract new businesses and relocate into new Class A office space and to bring with them the employees who will purchase homes in our city. Thank you again. We look forward to more Centennial events throughout the year.
Thank you, Robin, and welcome all to the Miami Beach Chamber's annual ceremony. On behalf of Vice Chair Leila Chang and the entire Pillar Board, let me thank you for your participation in this event and for your overall engagement with the Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce. The mission of the Pillar trustees is to seek and energize economic growth in Miami Beach by providing leadership for effective community involvement, aiding in the advancement of education, and supporting progressive government. With the community's feedback through our Goals Conference, the Pillar Board members have worked diligently for the past year to create projects and strategies that benefit both businesses and residents alike. We will continue to consider those important views as we move forward with our plans. I want to thank my Vice Chairs Leila Chang and Vincent Scorza and our liaison Enid Rodriguez for their leadership roles and commitment. I would also like to thank our active board members, Aaron Tandy, Deanne Connolly-Graham, Lindsay Lavelle, Mark Henderson, Steve Haas, Rich Patotsky, Marina Elliott, Neil Hammock, Maria Paulson, and our very many VIP guests, Arathi Ramappa, Marlene Green, Ceci Velasco, Commissioner John Alaman, Commissioner David Richardson, Freddie Peterson, Amy Mehu, Goodell Mercius, Andre Williams, and Eva Diaz. Especially during this pandemic, we have bonded together to further assist businesses with their challenging issues by creating, number one, a coronavirus community support and a leads and needs assignment in our meetings and WhatsApp chat. Two, a building our business segment to introduce and spotlight businesses and provide businesses development, guidance, and feedback. And three, Pillar exclusive networking events that give members a more individualized platform to network in smaller groups, which is lacking in larger Zoom meetings. I am proud of our Pillar Board family and everything we have accomplished together, especially at this difficult time. I invite you to reach out to me and any board member or chamber staff if you're interested in learning more about the Pillar Board of Trustees. We welcome anyone who wants to join in our mission to grow our community and our chamber. Stay safe, stay healthy, and make sure to vote on November 3rd.
Hi, Robin Jacobs. Surprise! It's me, Deborah Messing. Well, thank you for doing everything that you have done for local businesses during this really difficult time. Shopping locally has never been more important. So make sure you support your community.